What's up, guys? Doug Lane here, Fast Lane Car Care. Today we got a 2022 Nissan Versa. Yeah, it's a Versa. I'm gonna show you guys real quick why I'm transitioning over to Geoshield. So got my keg here. I'm using Nova, which is their carbon film. Awesome film. It's great film. But here's the deal. This is the same slip solution that I used yesterday with Orbit. And with Orbit, this would be pretty much perfect. This has had 3 hard passes on it now, and look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I can move this anywhere I want still, and I've hard passed this whole thing 3 times now. So that's a big problem, because when I roll this up, there's a good chance that it's going to slide down, and especially when I squeegee out the bottom half, this can move around. Well, if you don't roll down your window and check, you know, exactly what's going on, customer could roll this down and it'd be all wonky or whatever. So here's what you got to do, and this is the crappiest part, because I could have had this window done by now. I should be on to the next. But you need to get a torch or a heat gun or something, and you got to heat up this glass to get this film to stick. Of course, you want to get it warm, but you don't want to keep the heat in any one spot, because you don't want to melt the laminate in the middle or bubble the adhesive. Okay, that's starting to feel warm. It's not hot. I mean, it's definitely not uncomfortable, but here's the thing I've noticed about the torch. The outside of the glass is almost always, oh yeah, it's almost always cooler than the inside of the glass. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. With a heat gun, it's like the exact opposite. The outside will be hot, and then you'll come in here and it's like, oh, it's not even warm. But here's why we had to do that. So now it's tacked up. Now it's not gonna move. I'm sure if I really pushed on it, I could get it to move. But what'd we lose there? 45 seconds, a minute? Probably longer than that if you count the, having to mess around with the film to get it squeegeed out to the point where we could actually, where we're satisfied with where it's at. So if you figure that up, man, you lose, let's just say 2 minutes a door, 4 doors, there's 8 minutes. Plus, it's increasing your cost, because you've got to sit there and burn gas or electric, which, I mean, I know is pretty trivial, don't get me wrong, but that's why I'm switching to Geo, because the adhesive between all 3 of their, well, they've got more than 3 lines, but the 3 lines that I've used and tested and stuff, it's very consistent. You can use the same slip solution and get a similar slip with everything. See, now we had to sit there and mess with that. Now we got a little crease. Now we're gonna have to heat up the glass again, to where if we would have just been able to lay this like we want to, not have to sit here and mess around with it, it probably would have laid fine and crease free. But it is what it is. If I was just going to offer one film like I used to when I was detailing as well, I only offered dyed film, 'cause that's the most popular here. Once in a while I would buy this film, the carbon film, if it was out of, if like dyed was out of stock or whatever. But I don't see a benefit to having to add extra steps or crack open my keg and change slip solution all the time for something that, for something like this. Like, sometimes, man, I'll do a car in dyed, then I'll do a car in carbon, then I'll do another car in dyed, like just back and forth. So really doesn't make any sense to upsell when I've got to constantly lose time here. So again, I've showed you guys this kind of stuff here, fixing these little creases, but we'll just knock it out real quick. So wipe the inside of this down so we can and just at least double check, see if we have any little fingers or anything like that. We got some stuff right here that's not wanting to stay. Pretty warm. Double check our inside here, make sure. It might work. Normally I'd just leave this. See if I can get you, I don't know if I can get you a decent angle on this, but there we go, that's gone completely. Just one of those things, man. It doesn't take forever, but just every little thing adds up. And if you want to get down to doing a car in the elusive 1 hour range, you don't have time to be messing with this stuff. And these are actually pre-shrank. I snap shrink these before I started, but there we go. These little fingers might pop up again. We just heat them up later if we need to. But there you go, that's why I'm switching to Geo. It's just more consistent. I've talked about it a few times on a few different videos about like the inconsistency between films, but here's just an excellent, I think is an excellent demonstration. Yeah, little film, that little finger popped up again. I think this is just a perfect demonstration of why I'm doing it. So like now this is locked down, I can, you know, I don't have to worry about it trying to slip around or whatever, but I've got to heat up that top edge to get the stick. And I just, it's not worth the extra time to me. So I've been messing around with Geo. I've been doing a lot of trucks in Geo, and then just using the rest of my Orbit, well, the rest of my Helios stuff on cars, because I've got big rolls left, so I can double cut these. But yeah, we're just slowly replacing everything as we go. We'll be switched over probably the next couple months, next month or so. It'll be all Geo. But like I said, man, that's not to say that Helios isn't a good film. It is a good film. It's a great film for the money. It's just, in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, if you're going to run a legit business and you want to offer multiple, you know, films, like, you're just, you know, you're gonna either, if you're running spray bottles, then it wouldn't be a big deal, because you can always, you could have one spray bottle for each film, or you can easily adjust your slip solution ratio for whichever. But if you're running kegs, man, it's just a pain to have to depressurize it, add water, add, you know, whatever, and then you have to depressurize it again to add slip when you want to go back to Orbit, and it's just a pain, guys. So at least to me, some people probably won't care, it won't be a big deal to them. That's fine. I'm just letting people know, because I've been getting a lot of questions privately and whatnot about, you know, how I like Geo, what I think about Helios, and all that. So that's why I keep dropping this stuff, doing little videos on it and stuff like that. You know, again, let me reiterate, I think it's a great film. It is especially a great film for the budget, you know, budget-minded person. You know, maybe somebody just getting started, they don't want to spend $400 on a roll of film. It's a great product, lifetime warranty and all that. So, you know, it's not like you're getting an inferior product or anything. It's just, you know, it's really just consistency between the different lines is my issue. So, you know, like I said, again, some of people just skip around these videos. It's, you know, it's great for the budget. If I was only offering one film, I would stick with Helios, but I'm not. I offer ceramic, I offer carbon, I run a keg, so, you know, I just don't have time to mix up all this stuff. Look, look, It's ridiculous. So the funny thing is there's another stack of the same size on the other side of the wall right there. So we got to organize some of this stuff. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Keep hammering this out. I got other stuff I want to do today, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. It will help me out tremendously. And then also we have links, a link in the description. We have merch available. People have asked about that, so it's there. We got all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have some more stuff coming out in the next month or so, but take it easy, guys.